Remember that one time you got stoned and then we like made out in your bedroom a little bit?
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, movie suckers, suckers that don't,
Movies
suckers
that
that
don't suckers, I think, is the best one.
Movie that don't suckers?
Movies that don't
there we
suckers,
go.
yeah.
My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And we are bringing you two movies today here on Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. Two movies out there in the viewing world, because there are a lot out there in the viewing world, just not at the movie theater.
Yeah, I mean, this past weekend was like they re-released a bunch of shit because I guess people never go to movies
They
anymore.
had nothing. And well, plus it's $3 cinema weekend.
Oh yeah, discount because
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We pay $20 every
Which
month.
we'll talk about later because I actually have a news story on that.
Okay.
But the two movies that we watched this week, one was in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer for like an hour waiting for you. Is the first movie we're going to talk about was on Prime Video, which just came out a couple of days ago, and that is the one with Mr. Rocky Balboa himself, Sylvester Stallone.
You just don't turn it off. It wasn't my war. You asked me, I didn't ask you. And I did what I had to do to win, but somebody wouldn't let us win. Then I come back to the world, and I see all those maggots at the airport protesting me, spitting, calling me baby killer and all kinds of vile crap. Who are they to protest me, huh? Who are they? Unless they've been me and been there and know what the hell they're yelling about.
It was a bad time for everyone, Rambo. It's all in the past now.
For you! For me, civilian life is nothing. In the field, we had a code of honor. You watch my back, I watch yours. Back here, there's nothing.
So he sounds nothing like Sly in that, man. Nothing like Sly.
I know, because it's like one of his first movies ever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't care, because let's just be honest, that is one of the best speeches. Like, to this day, it still makes me cry anytime I listen to it the full way.
It makes you cry?
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Especially the part where he's like, the whole time me and my friend, we were talking about, we're going to drive around in his 57 Chevy and all that stuff. And then he gets bombed and he goes, well, I can't help you out because I can't find your legs. I just don't know where your legs are, man. I just can't find your legs. I'm sitting there holding my friend dying and I can't find his legs. And it's like, oh, because I've done that. I've held someone while they died. So
sure.
it's like, oh, right in the heart. Also, co-starring in this, wow, what a bad motherfucker this guy is becoming in life. I hope he goes down the right way and doesn't go down the Jake Lloyd. Is that Jake Lloyd?
You're talking about Jake Lloyd from episode 1.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't go to the Jake Lloyd way. And that is Javon Wanna Walter.
I thought your ass was dead. I thought you had Asperger's, so I realized you're just a prick. This is a fickle industry. Y'all come and go. I'm just trying to stack my cash, pay off our mortgage. So what the fuck you want?
Yeah.
From Euphoria. He's like he was Ashtray from Euphoria.
Apparently he's also a boxer.
Yeah.
A child boxer.
And it's like, dude, man, I can't believe it. Way to go. Next one, I'm going to need a lot of help from you on this one. The guy who played Cyrus, what's his name?
Pilo Asbeck.
Thank you.
I remember very well. I saw you. I heard so much talk. The best in the world, no one can stop him. I didn't believe it, to be honest. But I must say, when you rushed through the breach and started cutting people down, it was glorious, like a dance.
The people I was cutting down were your own kin.
The place was getting crowded. I enjoyed watching it. I truly did. I enjoyed.
And that's he played Euron Greyjoy from
Greyjoy on Game of Thrones. And I love that scene, even though it's in the worst season of Game of Thrones. It's one of my favorite. I haven't even watched The House of the Dragon yet. Have you?
No, my brother has. He said it's good, but like I think I'm kind of Game of Thrones out. I really think so.
I think my heart's still broken.
Yeah.
That it's not that I'm Game of Thrones because me and my wife are gonna watch the Lord of the Rings one.
You watched it yet?
Show the show because it's in 3 episodes. We haven't watched it yet, but it's on our to-do list of shows to watch because we have one more episode of Better Call Saul to finish up. We have the last
Saul. But
that's what I said. Better Call Saul.
Saul.
And then, of course, who plays Tiffany Cleary in this? Dasha Blanco.
Dasha Polanco.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Maybe it's your chance to get clean. Maybe I should be more like you. Huh? Can't make your own deals? So you go chasing after bald dicks and licking their balls because they got you on a leash? I'm alpha now, bitch. You and Hopper better step the fuck back. You think I like slinging this shit, you fucking idiot? Everything I do is so my kids could eat, have a roof over their head. So you don't die of a fucking overdose like every fucking junkie ever. The only thing you've ever done is make us feel worthless. All right? That's why we fucking hate your ass.
Yeah. What's that from? Something. Forget.
Orange is the New Black, dude. Really? You never watched Orange is the New Black?
No, but I did something. Me and Lee are finally watching The Boys. We're like halfway through season 2 now.
Oh, about time! Yeah.
So my wife, she only watches stuff that's in the cultural zeitgeist, and so finally she heard people talking about just like when you get on that. I'm like, I tried to get you on that like a year and a half ago, but
So that's Samaritan. We'll take a look at that movie first today, and then the next one is the movie that the only movie that came out in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
at the movie theater, and that is 3,000 Years Along, featuring Tilda Sweden.
Gentlemen, I find it strange. You are poets, each one of you, and speak of your muse in the feminine. And yet you appear to feel neither tenderness nor respect towards your wives, nor towards females in general.
Madam, I have only the highest regard and purest respect for females.
I find no evidence of that sentiment in your conversation.
It's from 1992's Orlando, 30 fucking years ago.
I know, dude. There's so many
she
movies
looks so
that she
different,
in.
man. She looks so different then.
I know. There's so many movies that she was in. I was gonna go with Constantine for a little bit. I was gonna go with there's so many.
Only Lovers Left Alive would make a one too, because that's probably my favorite.
Oh
movie.
yeah, Only Lovers Alive. Great ones. But then I saw that one, and I just love her telling people, "Hey, dude, what?
Yeah.
Really?" Especially in this time and era where people are still thinking that women are lower than men since they can control them and their sexual organs. I thought that was a really good one for for today. And of course, a guy I think we've seen or interviewed him or reviewed a movie of every 2 to 3 weeks now, Mr. Idris Elba.
I can't help but notice there's this strange odor today. What is it? This scent that I'm on. I almost think it was some kind of man cub.
Mowgli belongs to my pack, Shere Khan.
Mowgli? They've given it a name. When was it we came to adopt man into the jungle?
Him as the voice of the scary Shere Khan from the Jungle Book live action.
You know why I use that, right?
Why was he Shere Khan? Oh, why?
No. You know that clip, right?
Why?
Because I've run out of clips.
Okay, all right.
I am fucking at the bottom of the barrel of Idris Elba clips because we've literally seen this guy 6 times this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is cool for him. I'm glad he's making a living for him and his great grandkids at this point. I'm guessing, and that movie is 3,000 Years of Longing. Idris Elba plays a genie or the jinn in that. When you take your beer and you rub it like this, what does it sound like? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get the beer genie. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find Silent Movies on net. Let's start over. You can find Silent Movies on net. We're on Facebook and Facebook.
I love you, bro.
Facebook.com/Movies on Suck podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. Find us on Patreon, patreon.com/Movies on Suck. We're on a bonfire. Go to bonfire.com/Movies on Suck and send to you. You'll find the merch with our stuff on it and some stuff that Neil's made. That's not related to the show. And we're on all streaming platforms. So watch us on Facebook and like it. Watch us on YouTube and subscribe and all that shit. And wherever you find podcasts, Movies on Suck, something to do.
All right. And for small businesses, usually we do a lot of small businesses here. None have really reached out to me recently. So I'm going to do one that's kind of close to my heart. And that is Big Buds. And Big Buds Dispensary, yeah, they have 15 locations. So they're not as small as most of the mom and pop shops that we do, but it's all owned by the same guy. And I know the guy, and the guy is like one of the night. He looks like he's like you know what he looks like? He looks like he's from like New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like he has that like, you know, like the track pants. So Big Buds is a good friend of ours, and they've helped me out on several occasions. Big Buds, right here on their information on their main page, cannabis has many medical benefits ranging from weight loss, increasing lung capacity, anxiety relief, sleep aid, and many more. We could go on for hours, but be sure to check out the education page for more information on different effects and properties found in different cannabis strains. That's what I like about these guys. They don't only just sell weed. It's not like a guy in there. It's like, yeah, there's some weed over there. Like they know their shit. They like sit there, they talk to you, they go over stuff. They have one of the largest selection of pre-rolls, flower and shake, and edibles in the Oklahoma State area. Literally, you can go find them at Big Buds. In fact, I made a little caption line for them. Oh, there it is.
Oh my God, Becky, yeah. Those buds are so big. Okay. All right.
That is literally, I'm not making this up. That's their slogan, bro.
Oh, look at that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like literally that's their slogan. They are really nice. Every one of their, I mean, there's this one I went into. I didn't really like that guy, but I don't think he works there anymore. But like, and their locations, look at this. They revamp places that have been like, you know how recently now you've been seeing a lot of places closed down, and it's just like you'll be in a nice area, then all of a sudden you'll see some dump of a place.
Yeah, some ramshackle place, sure.
Yeah. So that used to be a restaurant. What do you think that used to be?
A gas station. Or Sonic?
No, that's a Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic.
That's Sonic. Yeah. And this used to be a car dealership.
Okay.
No, this one's the Denny's. I'm sorry, the car dealership. I couldn't find the picture.
Okay.
There's a car dealership one that I was just in the other day. So if you like Big Buds, if you like weed and you come to Oklahoma and you need to get your medical card, go to bigbuds.com. They have all the information there. Or on Facebook, you can look at the wonderful pictures, including some of me, even one of me giving a guy a back rub at Keeping Up with Big Buds on Facebook.
Cool. All right, Big Buds.
I literally, they made me. My boss said on the radio that I was going to give people back rubs if they came in to one of the Big Buds when we were doing it.
And so you did.
No. I didn't know he said that. And then a guy comes in, and him and his kids it was so adorable. They're all dressed up like Dragon Ball Z characters because they're having a Dragon Ball Z day. Like they're gonna go see the movie, and then like they're gonna go like it was cute. It was adorable. This dude was literally like 6'6", like a good 50 pounds on me, and he's like, and he just walks up to me. He's like, I came in here from my back rub. And I was like, cool. He goes, are you Neil? And I was like, yeah? What the fuck? Like, did someone advertise me on Craigslist again? Like, what the hell? And my boss was like, no, man, I put it on the radio that you are totally giving out back rubs.
Well, I'm glad did you get a back rub?
Yeah, I gave him a little.
Okay, yeah, a little squeeze.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I would. I mean, if you're a friend, I'll be more than happy to give you a back rub or whatever if you need one.
So when I come down there,
I gotta.
when I come down,
Dude, if you ask, I mean, if our wives don't think it's weird,
they'll definitely think it's weird. But
So how you been doing, man? You look a little tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. Dude, I had a long day. I just kind of becoming. I've been my supervisor's been outside, sort of interim supervisor, and then we have this after work thing that lasts a while. And I've had to have been on, you know what I mean, on all day, and I'm just trying to decompress a bit with this beer I'm drinking. So,
beer.
But yeah, I'm fine, dude. I'm looking forward to the weekend, and I'm looking forward to seeing the National next Tuesday and seeing Clerks 3 next Wednesday, because we're talking about Clerks 3, guys. And yeah, man, I'm just
Clerks 3 next week. Oh my god, I love my Clerks movies. I love Kevin Smith movies so much, dude. I don't know why, but ever since that black and white original Clerks movie in the movie theater, I remember the day we didn't know Kevin Smith. Nobody knew Kevin Smith. I just saw the poster and I was like, Clerks. I work in fast food and gas stations. That'll be something I'll like.
Everyone like me. Yeah.
I remember
I might go through the first two just to get in the mood for Kirk, the third one. So, yeah, man.
I'm not going to lie to you, Cruz, and I'm not going to lie to you. This is 100% the truth. I have the entire Jersey trilogy on every computer I ever own. Like literally right now, I could pull up the movie and share any one of his movie, any one of the Jersey trilogy, and pop it on. And it's ever since Dogma didn't come available anymore. When that happened, I was like, I never want to lose it.
Dogma's great. I mean, you can buy it now, though. I think.
No, I can't.
You can't buy a DVD of Dogma. You can't buy it.
Weinstein owns it.
But you can still buy it. I'm looking at Amazon. You can buy it right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The DVD?
Uh-huh. A VHS. You can get the VHS tape, the DVD, or the Blu-ray.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that's new. Okay, so let's talk about this really quick before we jump in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell you about the story, bro. It was so cool.
Okay.
So I went to Rocklahoma this past week. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a 3-day festival. The first day was like Shinedown and stuff. I didn't go to that one because I'm not a big Shinedown fan. Second day, Corn, Evanescence, all the above.
You know, Corn, right?
Like there's.
You're a big fan.
I love corn.
Yeah,
especially with your mashed potatoes and gravy. But
with butter, it changes your life. You try with butter, everything changed. But yeah.
So we get there. And one of my friends runs into me and he's like, hey, dude, we're going to go to this super VIP area called the Big Shot Box. And it's literally this trailer that is air conditioned, has freaking the bathrooms, that single-use bathrooms. You get served pop, and you got to pay for alcohol, but like pop and water, free of charge. They had bandanas on the table so you could soak them in cold water, put them around your neck. They had blackout curtains to black out the porch, so like the sun doesn't come in. Like, I mean, we're talking, this is a top line, and literally, I am like right there. Like, I even did the honor of letting you see this. Let's see if I got the right picture. No, that's not the right picture.
Was that a picture of Dick that I just saw? What's that? The flash on screen?
Are you looking at my PPP? No, that's a picture I took, though.
That's
took
Dave
that
Mustaine right there, guys. You guys don't know who that is?
Mustang.
Dave Mustaine.
Megadeth. Yeah.
He's, by the way, a great band or a great record, rest in peace, but he's kind of a douche nozzle.
I know, but man, live was so good. There's Amy Lee. These are all from my phone, dude.
Yeah.
These are me.
There's Jonathan Davis. Yeah.
There I am. That's not where we were at. I thought I loaded up the photo. Black Veil Brides. Oh, that's last night's. There's in this moment, stuff like that. I thought I uploaded the picture, but I didn't. But literally, so we're trying. So our friend's like, hey, let's get on this trailer or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, cool. So it's a VIP, another bracelet that I don't have. And the guy's like, yeah, you have to go talk to them about it. We walk up to this ticket booth, And we're talking, there's like 50,000 people out there. I mean, this place is jammed with people. And so you don't know what shit this guy's heard all day long. And my friend just goes up there and goes, hey, man, we have bracelets for this VIP area. And this guy kind of wants to join us. And he also works in radio.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, really not that much, man. I work in radio, but like I'm kind of like the lowest guy.
I get coffee for people. Yeah.
Oh, no. Like I'm like literally I'm a step above the janitor, bro. You know, but whatever. And then we stand. They go, okay, scan your bracelet because they give you bracelets that have scanners in them, and that's how they. And no tickets. That's how they know who you are, where you are, whatever.
Did you get it for free?
So
by the way?
scan it. Yes,
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Thank you, radio.
And it was a VIP already. So
Oh.
I already got the food tent. I already got free drinks in there. I already got free stuff going on. It was just now he wanted me in the super VIP.
Yeah.
That literally only 30 people are allowed in. Like,
yeah.
And I scanned my bracelet and it says the guy I work for and the radio station on it. And the guy just looks at me and he's like, oh, yeah, of course, man. Just give us an hour. Give me your phone number. I'll call you when I got him over here. And it didn't call, like, it didn't take 10 minutes. Like, we walked across back to the place. Call comes, and the guy's like, here's your bracelet. And I was like, all right. So I got one for my wife, of course, too. So literally, we're sitting on these like love seat porch furniture, watching this huge metal concert while everybody's suffering in the 100-degree heat.
And you're feeling great, right?
Yeah, man. My wife, you know how she jokes around. She's just like, I feel so posh.
The pinky out.
Yeah, but anyway, we're 20 minutes in. We should probably talk about a movie.
All right, let's talk Samaritan. We were gonna see, just so you guys know, we were just in Me Time last time, but I texted Neil on Saturday. I was like, let's do Samaritan, and he just sent me back the words penis. So I didn't know if he understood what I was saying. So I would have watched Me Time and this movie.
What day was that? Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, probably right about 3 o'clock on.
Yeah, you just sent me back the word you sent me back the word penis and picture food. So
I did. I totally remember that now.
So, so I don't know if I didn't know if Neil processed that, and Neil on the weekend doesn't text back and always busy doing shit. And so I watched Me Time and Samaritan, but we're talking about Samaritan.
Nice.
But can I say something about Me Time, or because can I say that something about Me Time?
So yeah, give me 5 minutes of it. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
It's a piece of shit. Don't watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be that good because I kind of thought they went to the whale too many times with Kevin Hart with the big star guy.
Kevin Hart is the same person in every fucking movie. Like the same character. Like, oh my god, there's crazy shit going on. Like that's the whole fucking movie. And it's
yeah.
And it's
okay. Well, I haven't seen it yet. We'll probably watch it later when we're drunk or something.
Okay.
Or stoned.
Let's talk Samaritan.
Yeah.
Samaritan. Directed by Julius Avery. Julius Avery is done. He did Overlord. Do you remember Overlord? We talked about Overlord in the show.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I should get us in our Samaritan platform area. Here we go. Are you ready for this?
What?
Yeah, we're in the middle of a riot.
Okay. Written by Braggy F. Schutt. Braggy has written things like he wrote Escape Room, Ninjago, Season of the Witch. And he wrote Samaritan. This stars Sylvester Stallone or Sly as Joe.
You just don't turn it off.
Also, Javon Walton as Sam Query.
I thought your ass was dead.
Pilo Asbeck as Cyrus.
I remember very well.
And Dasha Polanco as Tiffany Cleary.
Maybe it's your chance to get clean. Maybe.
And this also stars Sophia Tatum, Moises Arias, Martin Starr. You guys know Martin Starr. He was you remember him from Freaks and Geeks and all kinds of other shit.
Yeah. Definitely.
Why don't you go to read the storyline for this?
Oh my gosh. 13-year-old Sam Cleary suspects that his mysterious and reclusive neighbor, Mr. Smith, is actually a legend hiding in plain sight. 25 years ago, Granite City's superpowered vigilant, Samaritan, was reported dead after a fiery warehouse battle with his rival, Nemesis. Most believe Samaritan perish in the fire, but some in the city, like Sam, have hope that he is still alive. With crime on the rise and the city on the brink of chaos, Sam makes it his mission to coax his neighbor out of hiding to save the city from ruin.
That's the whole fucking movie. They just told you about it. Like that's
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Okay,
I'm not going to go with that. I mean, it's very plain and simple. I mean, it's a very plain and simple movie.
Yeah.
It is a kid who thinks the guy across the street is a superhero that is dead.
So it's supposedly dead. And that's Sylvester Stallone, who's 77 now, I think.
Yeah, 76, 77. I think it's just his 76th birthday just this year.
The thing is he's got that.
No, 75th. His 75th is his 75th just like a week or two ago in August. Somewhere in August.
Okay.
Because I think he celebrated it here in Tulsa.
Like he's doing a show called King of Tulsa or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. It says here he's 76 right here, by the way.
All right, so 76.
Yeah.
So he was a 76.
So he's getting to that age where you get that voice that's like the old dude voice that's kind of super wet, but he's
a debtor.
Yeah. But okay, so Samaritan. The whole thing takes place in a city. It looks like Gotham kind of. It's always dark and gray.
Yeah.
It's always dark and gray and gritty.
Well, I don't think it just looks like Gotham. I think it kind of looks like the ghetto in Chicago or Detroit.
With
You
no
know,
sun,
like, it
with
kinda
the absence of sunshine. We'll say that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not very colorful. It's very, very monochrome and gross. And that's supposed to, I guess, to represent the way that Sam is growing up in this shitty apartment with his mom, who is she works like a medical profession, and they're always
she's like a registered nurse that cleans out bedpans.
RNs do way more than that. They make more than that. No, plenty of them. They make bank.
Yeah, but you got to think again. You're in a metropolitan
It's
area.
gonna cost a
How
lot.
much is that apartment that they live?
I want to know.
Like that apartment that they live
what
probably costs.
What I'm happy about.
At least,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But that apartment that they live in is literally probably like $300 more than what I paid for my mortgage. At least.
I appreciate them showing this, because in most movies, when people have an apartment and they're like not making that much money, how the fuck are you living on a penthouse in New York and with a view of the city for the no money you're making?
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate that, but I gotta see, man, I did not like this movie.
How did you not like this movie? It was so full of heart. It was like man, we're gonna argue on this one, because I'm gonna tell you, besides the generic names and the generic bad guy, good guy thing, I really liked Javon Wana and Sly, and like their chemistry together. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, but there was
and also Wana's and Cyrus's freaking.
Yeah.
Maybe Wana is just a really good actor as a kid. Yeah, maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, well, so I did like some of it. Like I did like the Sly and Wana stuff, but again, like I don't know what it was, man. This didn't grab me near as much as I thought it would, and to me it was really dull a lot of the time. Not a lot of humor, in my opinion. Not that it needs it, but I do like a little levity in the movie, and so Stallone, he's fine. He does what he does, and he's
all right.
Yeah, he's fine. But I just, in PG-13, which is also a big great for me, because you're gonna do with some fucked up characters, and the only fuck word is Sly, but you I don't know, man. Like not that it need to be. It felt like a lot like a watered down comic book movie. Watered down.
It felt like to me. What it felt like to me was it felt like Unbreakable.
Yeah, Unbreakable, and I saw someone say compare it to finding Mr. Forrester or Finding Forrester.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so but
Finding Forrester. Yeah,
I read that somewhere. Someone compared to Unbreakable and Finding Forrester together. Now there's cool stuff in this, but it reminded me a lot of RoboCop. The city did, like the RoboCop,
which is fun. One of the facts I did not get was like there were scenes when they're in the bad guy's lair where the RoboCop game is actually in the background.
Maybe I noticed that, and that's why I thought that. But no, man, I didn't like this movie that much. It was fine, but but to me it wasn't too long. It was an hour 14 minutes, which as long as it should have been.
What I like about this movie is that there's a certain time in this movie where this movie doesn't become a hero coming out of hiding, but a redemption story. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to go too much in detail because I think that's one of the major good points of this movie is that there's already there's a twist.
Yeah, there's a twist.
And I think that twist really made it better for me. Like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, even though I kind of saw the foreshadowing of it. But anyway.
No, this one didn't really inspire much in me. I was kind of like it could have been worse for sure, because all movies can be worse. And again, we didn't hear a whole lot about it until it came out. And like I said, I've had an ass full of superhero movies, and this one's a bit different because I don't think there'll be a sequel. If there is, I'd be surprised if there's a sequel for this one.
Right.
But it's fine, man. It's what it is, and but it just didn't inspire that much.
It's a good, decent movie. I mean, again, you know how I rate movies, and the way I rate movies is I'm not like a normal critic. Can I rewatch this motherfucker? Can I watch it again? And the story is to me, yes, I can rewatch this again. So let's get to quotes. Let's hear what your numbers are on this, because I'm interested to hear what that bottom line is. Mm-hmm. All right. So many years ago, a battle of good and evil between Samaritan and Nemesis. After taxes, it takes me an hour of bedpans cleaning just to earn that $5. When you have a dead radio, why do you have a dead radio? Why do you have a broken watch? You know, shit rolls downhill, yo. Am I always going to have to look out for you? That guy over there, he beats up children. I don't know what's more alarming. You think Samaritan lives across you, or you peek through old men's windows?
That's what I do.
Get lost, man. You're just plain bad luck. Granite City, who comes to help the helpless. I'm going to throw you under the bus so I can have you stop following me. Notice how a cop doesn't look like much without a badge and a gun. Always give people hope. My advice is you think long and hard before you make a big mistake. I want him to watch his hero fail. No one betrays me. If he were only bad people before doing bad things, then we can stop it and get rid of them, and the bad things would stop. That's a good one. I like that last line.
Okay.
What do you like? Give me your number, man. It's gonna be low. I know it is.
3.1.
Bullshit.
3.1 probably. 3.1.
3.1.
It felt like an 80s action film. Maybe just as Sly was in it.
But the thing is, I feel like you're trying to not to hurt my feelings, and you went kind of high on your thing. But I'm just gonna give it a 3.5. And the reason why is not because it's a superhero genre, which obviously you can tell I like superheroes. Mm-hmm. But I really love the chemistry between Javon Wana and Sly, and then like his maybe Javon Wana is gonna be a breakout star in the future. Hopefully. I don't like to see child stars.
But he's in Euphoria, and that's like a lot of people's favorite character.
Well, he's not in Euphoria anymore. Spoiler alert.
Hey, come on.
but yeah.
Okay.
So tell me more, Chris.
Okay, I am on RottenTomatoes.com. I want you to guess the audience score for this movie.
The audience score for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned that my microphone can do this, so I can tighten that right there and look directly into your beautiful eyes. Hey, what's up, Chris?
What's up, dude?
Anyway, from the audience, I'm going to say 68%.
75% from the audience.
Wow.
No.
Okay, and what did the big bad mean critics say? I'm gonna say 53.
40%.
Damn, they went way lower than I thought.
Critics' consensus is, although Samaritan is better than it could have been, this Stallone-led superhero drama is creatively underpowered. That's what I felt. Here's a review of this from Brad Newsom of the Sydney Morning Herald. He says, this long-delayed Sylvester Stallone movie is a surprisingly agreeable blend of ultra-violent 80s action flick and grimdark 21st century superhero fantasy. And Edward Porter of the Times UK says, small time without being truly distinctive. So that's what they said. I'm more in the. I thought it was okay. Like I wasn't upset after watching it, but I was like, man,
I liked it. It made me happy. It made me happy in places I can't describe on the video.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Am I allowed to describe those
Yeah,
places
because
in the video anymore?
Without showing your
You
dick,
told me
yeah. As long as you don't show your dick, you can tell whatever you want to. So,
what's critter bug?
Did my mom say something?
Looking good, critter bug.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Is that your nickname?
Critter bug.
Is that your nickname?
Yeah. Yeah, critter bug. Yeah.
No shit.
That was one of it.
Nice.
Mom had a bunch of.
That's hilarious. Wow. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? My nickname growing up was also insect related.
What was it?
They called me Skeeter.
Skeeter?
Like a mosquito.
People call people Skeeter because they're fucking annoying. Won't leave you alone. Is that why?
Guess what?
Hey mom.
Where do you think I got this? Where do you think I got this cool talk of jab from?
Okay, fair enough.
You know what time it is, Chris?
Yeah, it's news time.
News. The movies don't suck, and some of them news. I'm gonna read stuff. People are gonna laugh. People are gonna cry. Chris is probably gonna take a pee.
What? What? All right. So real quick, I do want to mention that my mom had a ton of nicknames for me and my brother, but Critterbug was mine. Like Fozzie
what was your twin brothers?
Critterbug and Malibu or something. Spike and Spud, Fozzie and Zoots. That was I can't remember. There's a bunch of them. So, but here we are, man. All right. Do you want to talk about this?
This has nothing to do with movies.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this first, right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen has passed away in England today.
Elizabeth II.
Not Dolly Parton. Not Dolly Parton. Not that Queen.
Not Beyonce.
The Queen. Yeah. Not Beyonce. Not that Queen. The actual Queen Elizabeth II. She passed away at the age of as they say in the press, at the ever young age of 96.
Yeah. So if you guys are in the UK, you're about to get a couple of days off work. Just so you know, that's coming for you. It's a big fucking deal, man. Like when the Queen passed,
70 years, bro.
Yeah, it's
70 years.
Second longest reign in ever of any monarch under King Louis the Fifth. I forget which King Louis, but it was the King of France who reigned for a little bit longer, by 2 years longer than you fucking with your camera.
Yeah, I was just seeing if you.
Yeah, but she's 70 years, man, and King Charles, who's 73, is going to be the oldest king to ever ascend to kinghood or whatever. So
wow.
Yeah, so that's happening. So
that's insane. That just kind of tells you the world that we live in and how old you have to be around these days.
But yeah, that's we mentioned that because it's the big thing that's eclipsing everything. I'm glad you mentioned it.
Yeah. Second thing I'll talk about really quick has nothing to do with movies either, but it has something to do that's very passionate and very close to my heart.
The corn breakup?
For the first time ever, DC Comics has revealed the Joker's real name.
It's not Jack Nance, is it?
That was Jack Napier. Okay. But it is Jack.
Oh, Jack what? Nicholson?
Jack Oswald White.
Jack White. Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I thought, too. It's in the Beyond Flashpoint comic book series out right now, and Flashpoint Beyond #5, which now I'm going to have to go buy it. Even though this, like, he's not a character in the comic, in the story, it's just Thomas Wayne Batman.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know what his name is. This is his name. I'm just like, all right, I guess that's his name.
So when did they release
That's
it?
the
Like,
way it is.
was like in the comic book or what? Like
Last week. Yeah, last week comics. Yep.
Okay.
Isabel Furman, who starred in Orphan that we reviewed last week, is now joining Kevin Costner's Western movie, Horizon. So now it's like, what? Who the hell is all in this movie? Sam Warrington, James Campbell, Howard, Luke Wilson, Thomas Helden Church, Gina Tatanka Means, Michael Roker. I mean, who else is in this thing?
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of
just
people.
a list, man.
It's a lot of people.
Today, a photo was taken on the set of Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Oh, so the photo is actually happening, right?
Yeah, that it's filming.
Yeah.
And in that photo, oh yeah, people, John Ashton and Judge Reinhold.
Man, it's been a while since I've seen him in anything.
Yeah, dude. I'm just happy that they're you know, I'm sure they made money in their life and the acting and stuff like that, and they're just being bums in life. I don't know what they're doing. I love Judge Reinhold.
Hanging out, smoking weed. Is that what they're doing?
I know, right? All weed every day. Lord of the Rings stars are showing support against the racist backlash.
Yeah, I read about some of the. I read about some of the stuff.
Form of the Rings of Power.
They're like,
yeah, tell me what you heard about it.
I heard that people were like mad that there's some black people in it. And I'm like, really? This fucking fantasy series? You're mad that there are other races in fantasy? What the fuck's wrong with you? It's crazy, man.
Yes, critics have called out against the idea of elves, dwarves, and even men of the Middle Earth being portrayed by actors of color.
That's weird.
Really?
Yeah. That's stupid.
But the original Hobbit, Sam,
Wise Genji,
Frodo,
Bilbo,
Pip, all of them have gone to Twitter, set out photos. There's even a Elvish shirt that you can buy that has all different colors, Elvish ears on it. And man, I don't know what's wrong with people. Really, what point in the world do you just like realize that what color your skin really does not matter? You know why people have different colored skins? It's because when we evolved into humans, we evolved to the point where we are from the equator. Because people with blacker skin, darker skin, they don't get sunburned like somebody who's a pale white Irish guy who grew, whose heritage is from the damn North Pole. Like literally, people. It's just what the. Anyway, I don't get people in dumb racism. I don't get it. I'm just not there with them. Talking about dumb racism, Ben Stiller and Sean Penn have been permanently banned from Russia.
Okay. Ben Stiller was also included in that list?
Ben Stiller and Sean Penn, and the response to the ever-expanding personal sanctions by the Biden administration against Russia, citizens against another group of persons from among groups of the U.S. Congress, high-ranking officials, representatives of the business and expert communities, as well as cultured figures, 25 people all together, a ban on the entry into the Russia Federation of the permanent basis. The following is a list of names of American citizens who are included in the Russian stop list based on the principle of ratification. And the two of them there that makes no sense is Ben Stiller and fucking Sean Penn.
Well, I guess Sean Penn, because Sean Penn's like a big humanitarian. He went to fucking Katrina alone with a shotgun and a boat. But I'm trying to figure out are they really Are they really dangerous to the Russian people?
They're both like they both work as goodwill ambassadors for the UN for refugees and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, fuck Russia right now. I'm sorry. Fuck the
Oh,
leaders
yeah,
of Russia.
fuck them.
Fuck the leaders of Russia.
Never ending story.
Aren't there like 3 of them? There's like 3 of them, right?
There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
And it's getting, guess what?
Rebooted.
The reboot.
Who's in the director?
And right now, as of today, there's a huge bidding war going on about the reboot of the Never-Ending Story.
Okay.
Right?
Cool. I just
like it's been going on all day long, bro. It's been literally all over the news all day.
So they don't have any like directing shit going on. They don't know exactly what's happening.
No, they don't have any. Like I'm looking at any of the info, and there's like nothing. It's just literally the rights to this, and because be honest, ever since that song was in Stranger Things, they've been like, killing it. Well, I mean, Anna Kendrick is going to make her.
I was just going to say that Joel King Pearson, that got a start in American movies with the Never-Ending Story, the director.
Never-Ending Story. Anyway.
Anna Kendrick.
Moving on. Anna Kendrick is making her directorial debut in the thriller about the dating game killer.
Oh, yeah. I've known about that. I know. I've listened to 3 podcasts about that dude. Crazy fucker. Oh my God, he's something else, man. So I'd definitely be interested in seeing that adapted to film for sure. And she's gonna direct it, she said. Yep. I love it when actors that they go around and they decide they're gonna be like behind the scenes, like that's I really like that a lot. I think it's a smart move,
Nicolas Cage and Joel Kinnaman will lead the psychological thriller called Sympathy for the Devil.
Okay.
If you don't know who Joel Kinnaman is, he's the guy who played in Suicide Squad. He was the dude that got them all together.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's just everyone's like now wants because Nick Cage, you mentioned a couple podcasts ago that he's no longer owes money to the government. So I think we were like, yeah, let's we put him in good shit now, So,
Sympathy of the Devil will center on the driver, Kinnaman, who finds himself in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse after being forced to drive a mysterious man known as the Passenger, Nicolas Cage, that sets things up for a white-knuckle ride.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'll see it.
I'm down with the sickness. Here's another thing we're going to see. Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans will be joining Kieran Spicka's in Red One.
Red One.
Okay.
Let's whatever. Red One, whatever it is. We'll see it.
Karen Speckin is best known for her roles in AMC's Emmy-winning series Mad Men and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Everything's being kind of kept of mystery. I'm reading it all, and they don't give us any info.
Verbatim. You're like,
all right, but it's The Rock.
The thing is, we just like the news segment is like stuff we're gonna see. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is. Like literally, I mean, well, that kind of cheap. That's what I go with. I mean, there is some stuff I literally do not report on to you because I'm just like, why would I report this to him? It makes no difference because we're not going to see that. Trick or Treat is going to be hitting theaters for the first time ever.
Trick or Treat? Or Trick or Treat?
Trick or Treat, where Sam the bad guy is in it.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers is official Trick or Treat's coming to the theaters this October for the first time ever. Follow Trick or Treat on Instagram and they will report it. They're not even going to just do Trick or Treat. They're doing Halloween, the original, The Lost Boys, and Scream 2 will all be released in movie theaters, including Dawn of the Dead, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, and Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Which one do you want to see besides all of them?
In the movie theater?
Yeah. Trick or Treat would be great in the theater. I mean, the original Halloween, obviously. But I just don't see Scream 2 being that good in theaters. I mean, we can just watch it at home.
I saw it in the theater when it came out.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead, Lost Boy. I never seen Lost Boys in the theater. That'd be awesome.
Sexy.
I'm a
Kiefer.
huge Lost Boys fan.
The thing, the thing that sticks out for me most about Lost Boys is when he's eating out of the guy's eating out of the fried rice out of the bowl, and he looks at his maggots, and you're like, oh my god.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's maggots, Michael. Emilia Clarke has been trending lately because for some reason her name is now on the cast crew of Aquaman 2. And everybody thinks it's because they hired her and edited her face over Amber Heard's.
I wonder. Man.
I know.
When's the Aquaman?
Mira.
When's Aquaman supposed to come out?
Down.
When's that supposed to come out? I mean, Aquaman. This come out.
They moved it back to 2024, I think.
Yeah, probably just they want to review scenes with.
They moved it back. I know originally it was supposed to be like next month.
Yeah.
But I think they 2023. I can't find now.
Okay.
But I'm trying to finish up the new segment so we can go to this last movie.
Yeah.
Hellraiser's not a remake. Just want everybody to know that. I'm trying to look to see if any of this other stuff is actually anything interesting. People, if you want to make $1,300, you can do it. And this is how you can do it by watching. What the heck? Why is this page being weird? Sorry. The page just had to literally put an advertisement on top of the headline. What the hell?
This is how we
watch
do it.
13 Stephen King movies. 13 Stephen King movies and earn $1,300.
I do that. I do that anyway. So like, I mean, I don't earn money by jam movies in my face, but I do that. I mean, it just depends. Like, what's the schedule? I can probably do it over a weekend. You know?
Yeah. So I'm looking to see what the a payment of $1,300 isn't the only perk being offered to watch from a select list of King's movies. There's much more alongside the cash. Luckily, a viewer will get a swag bag worth $350, including essentials and such as popcorn, a blanket, and candy, and a $60 Amazon card.
Huh. Okay.
As you watch, you will ask you to note how everything's going, how your heart rate's doing, during the scary scenes, which movies are your favorite, your least. Are you watching these flicks alone or bringing a friend? Like it's like pretty much a full questionnaire to get your reaction to horror movies.
So when I went to Pinkfest past Pinkfest, they had Sleepwalkers. They showed Sleepwalkers, and the director was there, and it was probably the most fun I've seen in a shitty movie in a long time. It was awesome.
So, Chris,
yeah,
this is it. This is the last news segment. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
What was the #1 movie this weekend at the box office? Labor Day weekend, 2022. What was the #1 movie of the weekend?
Jaws.
No.
Top Gun. Maverick.
You have your thought process is going the right way. No, not Top Gun Maverick though.
Was it Jurassic World Dominion?
No.
Hold on. I know this. Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Spider-Man No Way Home beats all the other movies again because they added 11 minutes to the movie. And the scene remember the post-credit scene for the original Spider-Man No Way Home was the trailer for Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. Well, that's no longer there because why would you play that? That's dumb. That movie already exists.
Yeah.
So it's a Venom extra scene with Tom Hardy. And so people are paying money just to go see Tom Hardy.
Well, I mean, you did you want to go see the 11
and
extra minutes?
Witness that again. Yeah. But yeah, so they literally changed the ending post-credit scene to just be to give you a little more story about the Tom Hardy Venom.
Okay. Well, whatever, man.
Insane.
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever, man. All right, that's the news, Chris. Let's get to that last movie.
Yeah, that was news, guys. That was news. All right, so
that was the news. That was Neil swallowing beer. That's how it goes.
Okay, so 3,000 Years of Longing, directed by the venerable and wonderful George Miller. George Miller directed Road Warrior, directed the Mad Max 2, directed Mad Max Fury Road, Happy Feet. He also directed the shit that I didn't know. Like he directed Babe Pig in the City.
That was your favorite movie.
I like, dude, those Babe movies are pretty fucking funny. And he also wrote
like pigs.
He wrote the original. Well, he wrote the original Babe too. He's a great director. I love him. This is stars. I'm sorry. I should mention that it's also written based on a story by A.S. Byatt of The Gin and Nightingale's High, and also written by Augusta Gore. But this stars Tilda Swinton as Alethea.
Gentlemen, I find it strange. You are poets, each one of you, and speak of your muse in the feminine.
Also, Idris Elba as the Jinn.
I can't help but notice there's this strange odor today.
Also,
it was hard to find anything else.
Also, this stars Pia Thunderbolt as Orphan's Pa, Bert Oztook, Anthony Musset, a bunch of people. Hard to find for anything for them. But why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for 3,000 Years of Longing?
Dr. Alati Binney is an academic content with life and a creature of reason. While in Istanbul attending a conference, she happens to encounter a jinn who offers her 3 wishes in exchange for his freedom. This presents 2 problems. First, she doubts that he is real. And second, because she is a scholar of story and mythology, she knows all the contrary tales of wishes gone wrong. The jinn pleads his case by telling her fantastical stories of his past. Eventually, she is beguiled and makes a wish that surprises them both.
I fucking love this movie. Penis. I fucking love this movie.
It was all right.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't better than the other one.
Are you you're joking? You're fucking with me. Okay? So
yeah, I'm totally fucking with you. This is a great movie.
Yeah. Okay. Part of it is it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful movie. By the way, Tilda Idris. I'm glad to see Idris do something so good because he was not so good in Beast. But in this one, man, if it was a movie I could float in.
Well, the Beast wasn't his fault. Let's just throw that one out there. But but anyway, continue.
But I felt like I could float in this movie for fucking years. It was so gorgeous and so just everything about it. I love this. I really like this movie, dude. It's one of the best movies I've seen this year by far.
Yeah, this was a really good movie. It is. I love the storytelling in it. I know you were gonna love it because the best way I'm gonna say this, and when I say this, I want you to know that I'm saying this as a compliment and not being a douchebag. Okay. This had a very Wes Anderson feel.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Where it was storytelling. It was separate stories inside a main story. As soon as I saw how they were going with this, I was like, oh, Chris is gonna jizz all over this movie.
Well, lots of color and style in this movie, and it's hard to explain how this made me feel. It's a movie about story, about love, about loss, about freedom. It's just,
cares.
It's so good, man. And I walked in pretty skeptical, but I walked out just really feeling so enlightened and calm. It's a movie. It's like I said, I felt like I was floating through it, like in a good way, though. I could have watched another 2 hours of this movie.
Did you take ecstasy when you watch this movie?
I felt like I don't know.
You're like, I'm gonna pop some X and go watch a movie.
I don't know what that feels like, but I was really into this movie. It touched me in the right way. It's touching. I think I teared up a little bit during it, and it's a delightful film, and I was really happy to see it, and you know, I see the George Miller in it throughout. I could see his hallmarks and stuff. I'm like, he likes that shit. But man,
yeah, I mean the character buildup of between the two main characters, of course, being the Jin and Doctor. What was it, Doctor Bennett? Alethea. Was great. These two had good chemistry, and it was like at first you noticed it wasn't like they're in love with each other. They're inspired by what the other one is saying. Like they're like intrigued on, like they're longing on each other's words, just because each one of them, you didn't know what they were going to say next.
Right.
And the Jin just goes into storytelling mode, telling about all the different times he ever been, a genie in a bottle that had to be rubbed the right way.
Yeah.
And, so like he did a great job. I liked it. I thought the movie really made me feel like, like I needed to say no.
Yeah.
But my body was like, let's go, and
it had it had a very fairy tale stories in it, like everything seemed, and it was also, I can't talk about how beautiful this movie was. It's beautifully shot, beautifully told, and it was good in the right ways for this one. I can't say enough good things about it. Like
dude, and Idris really made it clear that he felt like he'd been locked up tight like for a century of just like the loneliest nights. So like he was just waiting for someone to just like release him. Like he's licking his lips.
Guys, you didn't know this, but we have Christina Aguilera on the podcast today.
I was gonna try to fit, man. I only had one more verse to fit in. I had one more verse to fit in before you said it. Anyway, but yeah, to be 100% serious though, the two play off of this really well. The stories that they tell, one, it is rated R. Got to throw that one out there.
There are titties all throughout it.
Very R. It's very R.
You see lots of titties, lots of ass if you want.
A lot of naked people in one scene.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it or anything. They're just like random naked people in one scene. And
they show up in a few scenes in the same story, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I mean, in a few scenes, but still, it is what it is.
Yeah, and man, when it comes to like you said, the chemistry between Tilda and Idris is palpable, and I really wonder if these two can't make chemistry with anyone. But I love those two together. I love those two together. And Neil's sending me a picture of, what is that? I can't see.
That is one of the geckos that live on my porch.
Aw, that's cute.
I have a whole family. My phone ring. Everybody. I'm at home, and my it doesn't matter if I'm at home, but I have the Ring app.
Oh wait, so the Ring app?
yeah. They're walking. They always walk on the brick right in front of my.
Let me tell you a story.
Right in front of my door.
I can tell you a story real quick about Ring. So you have Ring at our back porch, our back area, and there's railing back there. And one day this shit went off at like 1:30 a.m. And me and Lee are fucking terrified because we open our Ring app and it looks like someone's holding their finger over the camera, and we're terrified. What do we do, right? And so we're really figuring like he's trying to find the baseball bat, and slowly the image goes away. It's a cat that was walking our railing. Like 1:30, we were terrified, dude. But anyway, that 3,000 Years of Longing, theater was about half full when I went. I really hope this gets more people watching it because it's a fucking good movie. It's not for everyone.
I think it's one of those movies that will be found.
Yeah, I did. I think it's not for everyone too. Like there are people out there that are not gonna like this, but I think for people like you and me who love movies that are made this way, I think there'll be a lot of things. Yeah, I think you're right. It will be found, and I love George Miller. I'll watch anything he does, and this is No
I
exception.
bet you like 5 years from now, one of our friends is just going to be like, man, have you ever seen this movie, 3,000 Years of Longing? And I'm going to look them right in the face and be like, you know, for like 5 years now, I've been on a podcast where we review movies every week, like 2 movies every week. And yeah, dude,
Yeah.
pretty sure I saw it.
It's
Pretty sure I'm going to give it a good rating too.
People would be like, hey man, did you see this movie? I'm like, yeah, I've been doing a movie podcast for 6 years and I've seen pretty much every movie that's been in theaters. I've watched probably.
Yeah. But to get into this, like Chris said, the storytelling of this movie is great. The scenery in this movie is ridiculously awesome. The chemistry between these two, it literally was a conversation. This could have been a television show.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. But
this could have been like a mini series where they do like 10 episodes
every time,
1 hour long, and then the last episode be what the ending of this movie was, and I would have been perfectly fine with it.
Yeah.
I would have been 100%.
Like I said, I floated through this in such a good way. A Fog of Love.
Like, this is one of the movies in a little while now that sorry. In a little while now that I was like, man, the music's fading and like the lights go down like kind of low.
The music in this,
like,
I can't say enough good things about the music in this.
Mhm.
That's why I felt like I was floating through. Like this, it swept you up. You know what I mean? It's just I was in love with this movie,
dude. It was. I was sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, gosh, what can I do to be any better than what is going on right now? And there's nothing. I was just, I was waiting for someone who needed me, but I didn't go for them. And like, my hormones were racing at like the speed of light, but that didn't mean anything because I think I got it right when I watched this. So, yes, I got the third verse.
Good job, dude.
Right,
good
cool.
job.
But yeah. Let me read some quotes and let's get to the what we think about this bitch.
Okay.
My story is true. I need to tell you like it's a fairy tale for you to think that it's true. We give names to every meaning by telling stories. Mythology is what we knew then, and science is what we know now. I love that line.
That's a great line. That's a great line.
I'm going to close my eyes and count to 3, which I will be grateful if you were gone. I am a literature scientist. We know absolutely nothing. I am a djinn, but I am still a fool. He was going soft, more interested in poetry and less ruling with a sturdy fist. Just a few words, and there would have been safety for her. Just a few more words. Hope is a monster, and I am its planter. Yep, that's what I wrote.
You're like making sure that's what it said?
Yeah, dude. It's not my eye vision's going bad, people. Literally, I just have sloppy writing and a dark out black theater. War had truly rotted his soul. He leaves and drinks himself to a long sleep. I love that line. He leaves and drinks himself to a long sleep. I do that like every Thursday night. You have me at your mercy. You say you and I are the authors of the story, but I cannot take myself out of it. He was kind if you think keeping a bird in a cage is kind. As you are dust, I am settle fire. How can I be a mistake to love someone entirely? You want us to make the love craft?
Yeah.
She is calling us bigots. Your words, not mine. I'm trying to read what the hell I wrote. You're gonna have to cut some time out. Stories are like breath. Stories are like breath. They have meaning. A djinn has all the time in the world. That's it.
Okay. What's your story? What's your score on this one?
4.0, man. I loved it. It was a good movie. There are some parts to me, and that's okay because it's to me.
Yeah.
You don't have to convince me otherwise. Some parts in it got, all right, let's move on to the next thing. But not really, like it didn't overtake me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I was kind of like, okay, I get this idea. I want to move on to the next thing. Maybe I was just in a rush or whatever. But this is, I mean, everybody in the theater enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Like, when it came to a conclusion, I liked the conclusion it came to. So yeah, I really like this movie.
This movie is 4.1 for me. I want to take a shot, guys. It's beautiful. There's sound in it. Like I said, music is so perfect. And I feel like, and I didn't really put together the first dispatch sort of thing of it. But yeah, I definitely see it now. It hit all the right spots for me as a movie guy, and I can't wait to spend more time with it. I really can't. I'd watch this again in a heartbeat. I mean, there's so much to look at in this movie. It's spectacular. It's beautiful, and I don't see this not making my top 15 by the end of the year. I really don't.
Oh yeah, top 15 at the end of the year. Oh my god, it is getting close,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So
Oh
okay.
gosh.
So I'm gonna run to
10 more days and then my birthday. Oh my gosh.
I really hope your big gift makes it there by that time. It's definitely on the way.
I'm gonna tell you this, Chris, and I just want you to know this. My birthday is coming up. It's 10 days away.
Mm-hmm.
So not next episode, but the episode after. Every answer I give is 100% correct.
What do you mean?
Every answer,
that's
every
right.
question.
Yeah, I got you the age of the answer.
Yeah, because I will be 42 and I will be the answer to everything.
I can't wait till I'm 42 and I can say the same thing.
I really literally want to get like 10 different shirts that say 42 on them. Just walk around.
All right, I'm gonna Rotten Tomatoes. What's the audience score for this movie?
Audience score has to be a 79.
73.
Oh,
there is
you know how, like, isn't this weird though? We've been doing this for how many years now? And ever since the beginning, literally, I'm always like it's very rare that I'm more than 10% off.
Yeah, there's an audience says on this one. It says its story isn't as spectacular as the visuals or its stars, but for better or for worse, 3,000 Years of Longing is definitely unique. All right, critics score on this one. What is it?
92.
71.
They went lower?
Yeah, I guess so, man.
I thought this was the critics like wet dream, man. All right.
Although its story isn't as impressive as visual marvels, it's hard not to admire 3,000 Years Longing's sheer ambition. I mean, I liked it more than that. Yeah, man, that's 3,000 Years of Longing. I'll be in theaters probably in another week or two. If you get a chance, go out and see it, and if you don't, just wait till it comes out somewhere else and spend time with it. It's a great movie. I liked it a fucking lot.
I liked it a lot too. It was a good movie.
All right. And that's...
It made me happy in my no-nos. So next week it's my choices because it's my freaking birthday week.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just gonna have to deal with it, mofos. Because we're gonna watch stuff that makes me in a happy, good feeling way. You know how I do that first? First, I choose a movie that has Tom Hanks in it. Pinocchio.
Yeah, it's on Disney.
Disney movie.
Disney Plus, right?
It just came out today on Disney Plus for the celebration of Disney Day. That will be number one movie that we review next week. And number two, because I cannot tell you how much I love Kevin Smith in my life. I don't. I have been friends with people because they look like Kevin Smith. Like, I hired a cook once at a restaurant I was a manager at because he looked like Kevin Smith. And you know what the funny thing was? You know what the funny thing is? He went by the name The Beard. He played goalie for a hockey team, for a college hockey team, and huge fan of Kevin Smith. Had autographed posters at his house.
Was he a good cook?
His apartment.
Was he a good cook?
Yeah, dude, he was really good. He was a really good dude. Period.
Denny's.
And he
Was this
smoked
Denny's?
the best pot. Oh my gosh.
Was he Denny's? Was this Denny's?
I don't like to say
that's
places
fair.
I've worked and
All right,
stuff.
fair.
You know, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah,
Like I try to cut a line at some point. Like I'll be rude and inappropriate, but let's not point out all the places I was rude and inappropriate.
You can find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/moviesdon'suck podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. You go bonfire.com/moviesdon'suck. Something to do. You'll find merch with the shit on it. If you send us an old-fashioned email at info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuck@gmail.com. Neil will answer you back post-haste. If you listen to us on Facebook, go like the page. Listen to us on Twitch or YouTube. Go subscribe. And you can find podcasts that have movies that don't suck and some they do. What do you small businesses, pal?
For small businesses, we just want you to let you know, hey, there's a problem with horror movies this day, and we all know what it is. It's no men in the little tank tops and booty shorts.
That's
like
right.
they used to be in the 70s and 80s.
That's
We
right.
gotta put that out. But no, small businesses, sorry, not little businesses, small businesses, locally owned businesses, anything like that. You got a friend, someone, let us know. We'll be more than happy to advertise them right here on the podcast. Or thousands of listeners, millions of followers, and we'll make that information out to them free of charge. Just let us know. Email us, message us, tell me in an email, come up to me and be like, hey, Neil, it's me. I just want to be on your podcast. Cool. We'll do it. We'll love you. We'll love you all the time for it. But all you got to do is just do the one thing, and that is make Chris one thing from whatever you got.
Yeah, I'm in with that.
I mean, if it's a restaurant, just send it to him overnight. He'll eat it right on air.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's been in the danger zone for over 24 hours,
Yeah.
he's fine.
Yeah, I got iron gut, guys. You good?
Let's get out of here. I got a drag show to go see. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
Remember, guys, no matter if you meet the one, if you don't meet the one, it's okay. But just like me and Chris, it took 3,000 years of longing till we found each other. You have a good night.